Hi everyone. We're going to talk about arthritis today. So someone was just saying to me, can you talk about how people's fingers often get a little disfigured as they age, or the joints seem to get thicker and stiffer and don't move as well? And, is there anything that can be done about that? I would say definitely there's things that can be done about it. And really it requires, again, doing some deep digging as to why it's happening. So let's just focus on the finger joints today, but some people have osteoarthritis in the distal joints of the fingers. This tends to affect the most distal joint, and this is where they become much bigger and thicker and stiffer. And then some people have rheumatoid arthritis that develops with age. This tends to affect the middle joint in the finger, and this is where there's intermittent swelling that's a little bit more painful. Again, that limits the range of motion and the functionality of the hands. So there's different causes for both things. So the osteoarthritis is often, thought to be related to wear and tear, but really, you don't have that much wear and tear in these distal joints. So why is it focusing right there? I would say that it does this because acids in the body tend to accumulate in the joints, and they tend to accumulate more in the peripheral joints than anywhere else. So a lot of times you will develop accelerated osteoarthritis as you age if you allow your body to be too acidic. So what causes acidity in the body? Well, eating lots of meat and sugar and drinking alcohol and coffee and things like that, and not having enough green vegetables and living foods and fruits and water. So ideally, if you are going to include some of the acidifying foods in your diet, as I do, for example, I do eat some meat, it needs to be balanced with far more green vegetables and kind of life force quotient foods that are supplying electrons to keep your body more alkaline. Consider drinking a green juice in the day. Consider a squeeze of lemon in your water. And even though lemon has acetic acid in it, it's alkalinizing to drink it. So a little bit of lemon in your water. So what people can do is shift their diet and then even take more extreme measures to kind of alkalinize their system, such as put a 1/4 teaspoon or an 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda in water and drink that before you go to bed at night. Do apple cider vinegar in the morning. Take coffee out of the diet. Stop drinking alcohol. And then just make sure you're getting those 5 servings of green vegetables in a day. And then see what happens to the joints. Oftentimes, they will loosen up quite a bit. For the rheumatoid arthritis, of course, having an alkaline body is useful there as well. But it's also useful to really scan through your lifestyle to figure out what could be triggering this to occur. Oftentimes, it's a food incompatibility, such as a gluten allergy or an allergy to another compound in the diet, or even an infection, like living in the intestinal tract, let's say. And so I've talked about these areas previously, but I would recommend like a modified elimination diet where you're pulling out the common allergens out of the diet for a while, particularly gluten, but also dairy, eggs, soy, citrus for a period of time, and seeing if that calms your joints down. And if you have a lot of intestinal disharmony, I'll refer you to some of my previous videos, but you might need to do a deep dive looking at the microbiome balance with some testing to figure out if you have any culprits, kind of pathogens living in the intestinal tract that need to be treated and eliminated. So in both cases, there are some things that you can do to really modify the course of arthritis and in the hand joints, and just have a lot more ease and fluidity in your joints and full range of motion going forward.